in this all ambiguity, we can predict that probably this traditional model, meeting in person, the personal rapport which TNPs or probably colleges used to build with the industries and used to take advantage of will go away probably. It will be more of a quality game going further. Whoever works, performs accordingly will
Correct.
stay in the game. So let's see.
Correct.
Probably it could be even the better year. It could be even come with more hopes. But we'll just have to wait and watch the situation how it.
Done, done. Sure. We are all hopeful, sir.
Yes. And it'll definitely be fruitful for all
Done,
of us.
done.
So let's see. Okay, I'll just share my screen so that
Yes,
just a minute.
you can see a present now option at the
Yeah,
bottom right somewhere. Yeah.
I'm just figuring out because most of our meetings takes place on this WebEx and Teams.
Teams.
Yeah. So Teams, I guess, is widely used nowadays because of Microsoft
Yes.
being available with everybody and all the organizations. So Teams is free of cost for them, and then everybody is using Teams now.
Yes.
Just a minute.
So maybe I'll just give a brief introduction to these guys, and then probably you can take over. Till then, you can figure out how to share the screen.
Yeah, I guess let me know if it is visible. My screen is visible, and what you all can see.
Yes, it is visible. We can see a few folders.
Okay. So
In
that means
US
that means not the right thing is opened up. Just a minute. Let me try to open this one. Is my deck visible now? Are you still?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Just a minute. Let me share my entire screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is.
It is, no? All right, great.
You have a great representation of coronavirus. All in red.
So that's basically showing, how is it impacting on a global map. So it's not that India or, us specifically sitting at Nagpur. It's probably a smaller part of it talking about. So it has impacted us globally. So probably I'd like to, give them a larger picture of it. Because we're looking at it from the very narrow picture. We're all talking about its impact. How is it impacting? Instead, now I guess we, should be moving a step ahead and talking about how should we combat. And that is where, I chose this topic because I was seeing that a lot of webinars, a lot of session was going through how is it impacting us. We all know that. We all are already, affected with it. We all know what is the impact. Rather, we should focus on how to overcome and probably, how it will benefit us because everything comes with its own pros. So let's see what is the pros of.
Yes.
So instead of looking cons, I would like, instead highlight the pros and see, how it can help us. And it has definitely opened up a lot of opportunities for all of us in a different way. Let's see.
Yes. I mean, it is exactly what I wanted from you, that everybody is giving the same perspective. They are all giving the negative perspective. Not exactly negative, but they just wish to highlight.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Three options basically. What are the effects?
Yes.
Basically, the gray areas, and definitely it has a lot of, including all of us sitting in home from last 3 months is one of them. So it has a lot of for sure. But let's look at the positive. We've been talking about work-life balance from the ages now. Now this has come on our plate, and now we are, trying to avoid that. Now we are trying to see, okay, no, I don't wanted this, staying at home every time. So kind of situation.
True.
So, but let's see.
Probably the work-life balance paradigm would shift from work life to life work now.
Yeah, obviously, no. If it is a 24, so you, you and all of us, for that matter, even the, all the, kids online, it is not 24 hours career for them. 24 hours career. For us as well, it is 24 hours office. So it could be any time office, it could be any time home. There is no
Yeah,
point
that's
that, okay, it is at 10 o'clock, I have to be in office, or 6 o'clock, I need to be back home. Or for the students, like 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning to college and then back home by 4 o'clock. Not like that. It could be even 2 o'clock, post midnight, they'll be taking sessions, they'll be attending, classes through video and all those things. And it will work globally, that, by the way. So let's see. We'll discuss in detail.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, this is Vimal. We have been friends since last 4-5 years, I guess, Vimal.
Yeah, I mean, we knew each other for a long time, but then due to persistent, but yes, the persistent connect was there. But yeah, we started
Persistent connect was there.
4-5 years. Yes.
Yes, that's true. And so we have been working together online and offline as well, right?
Yeah.
Not just on IT or not just on recruitment point of view, but other points as well. So we keep talking under all subjects, I would say. Right. And Vimal is an excellent orator. Vimal, I mean, I've heard him talking, so I just invited him for this webinar, and he was prompt enough to accept this. So thanks a lot, Vimal, for joining us.
Anytime.
Right. So these are all our kids. Mostly these guys, they are in either in third year or they would be in final year. And so their expectation would be pretty simple. Like, what should we do? Right? Is Corona going to affect us? Sort of these kind of questions these guys have. And so, without taking much of the time, over to you, Vimal.
Right? All right. Thank you so much, Kendra. Thanks a lot for the lovely introduction. And I mean, just to reiterate the point, I mean, as you said, that their expectation is mostly on what to do and how to overcome and get the better future. Instead, I mean, that's what I said in the beginning. That is a very narrow expectation we come for ourselves only. That how should I grow and how should instead I will focus on the larger picture, and you pick it up the points from there. How where which part of this you want to basically get into. Okay, so as we all know, to start with. So hope everyone has joined and we are good to start, right?
Yes, I think we should start.
All right.
People still would join in,
so,
but that's
hey guys,
I'll manage that.
All of you can hear me well? Okay. So I'll quickly start probably. So just to give you a brief introduction, which even does not need an introduction about COVID. It's probably a post-industrial revolution we are getting into, and we have witnessed such unprecedented setbacks probably due to COVID-19 across the globe. It is not impacting us locally, or it is not it is different in a way that it does not have impact in a specific reason, unlike the all past economic slowdowns, you would say, or rather the wars, you would say. So it is altogether a different situation than all the past calamities which we have had. So probably we are used to of facing the calamities, overcoming of it. There are various countries who has set the probably a very right examples, like Japan and all, starting from scratch and going on the top on the global map. So but this time is completely different, I would say, because this is a life and death kind of a threatening situation basically for all of us, and we are trying to overcome from this and basically to live with it, because we all know by now that it probably will stay with us for some time. So and when there are things like that, wherein medical science is probably struggling to get the accurate solution and help us out, the IT comes in front. The IT has definitely taken a battle and basically has gone ahead to help government, to help the citizens and everyone else who is being impacted, to reduce the impact as much as we could basically. as you all know, that it has a social impact, it has a government impact, it has impacted everyone in every manner. So right from a common man to the the most powerful person of the world is also impacted. So everybody is impacted. We've been listening it every day in the news. So and the economy. So economy again. So I'm not threatening that, but yes, it is a tough time for all of us. A very difficult times we are going to. So if you see, the past economic slowdowns which we have had in 2008, 9, probably so far for our generation, probably people who have started working 10 years, 10, 20 years in last 2 decades, basically, they have seen the the biggest meltdown. It was in 2008 and 9, and that had impacted merely 0.1% of the economy. Now, this is expected to impact about 3% of global economy comparison. So it's like 30% beyond that. So the bottom line is basically that it is going to impact us largely economically, basically, and the opportunity wise. But at the same time, it is opening a gate for various other opportunities, and various other industries will take place. Basically, few will go away completely. So it is expected from all such, be it a pandemic, be it a war, be it economic slowdown, the complete meltdown of economy. It gives birth to various industries and various segments and various, basically, the giants. So if just to give you a very known examples, if you see the 2008, 9 and all this economic slowdowns has given the birth to the entire e-commerce industry. The e-commerce industry was just at the point wherein they were just struggling to start, basically, to enter in the market, and that is where they got an entry, and a very solid entry, and they have been booming since then. And we now know that with this, again, the e-commerce and the online industry will go to the ages. Basically, it will go to the next height now. So quickly moving to few of the technologies or the areas, basically, in the IT. How is IT combating this entire battle, basically, the entire war against COVID-19 or this pandemic, basically? So I'll just take you through few of the examples which governments of the countries, basically, and IT companies, and all the authorities, regulatory authorities, have started using, or probably looking to the future at it. So positioning technology, as I was talking about, positioning technology is very important in this field. So I mean, these are all very extraordinary times and requires a very extraordinary measures. So government agencies and everybody who are the first responders, basically, and like we are probably the last thread of this, but the largely impacted. But if you tell somebody who is responding to the pandemic, it is the government authorities and the business houses and the companies, and who are the frontliners, basically, who is getting impacted and indirectly is impacting us and all of us, for that matter. So they have taken a lot of accurate measures, basically, to deal with it. So to start with, satellite monitoring, just an area, to highlight. Satellite monitoring is, one of the areas. So if you, we all know that it all started in China. So when it started in China, China had, seen it for the first time and was not expecting this go to such a severe way and impacting them. And they had a challenge of building up hospitals, basically, the infrastructure, keeping the infrastructure ready for so many people, fighting the battle. And that is where, and people were not allowed to come out of houses. So that is where the satellite monitoring was so far, being used for, various fields and various reasons, but not like keeping an eye of the construction and keeping an eye on the hospitals. How is the regulatory authority working? How is the lockdown going on? How is the situations of traffic at particular area? Now they have taken it to the next level, and so is the other countries now. So satellite monitoring is going to help in a various way, if I tell you. So now all those construction of the hospitals, all the construction of the infrastructure, basically, all those traffic regulations, all those wherein you might have experienced in the past that cops are standing on the squares, and basically various other places, they are keeping an eye, they are watching it, they're regulating it. Now this is all can be done through satellite monitoring, reducing the human efforts, basically, and reducing the impact of the pandemic as well, since it is spreading from human to human way. So that's one of the area, basically, therein the industry will be looking widely now. and there will be a lot of opportunities. And so all those areas which I'll talk about will open up a new gates with, for the students, for the newcomers, for even the people who have enough experience in the industry. Will require them to reshape, redesign, and basically restructure their areas of expertise now. Going further, robotics. So robotics, we all know, had been used even in the past, but now will be widely used again. This is the future, you can say again. This is something which is going to help us in a various other way, which we had not expected so far, or probably would have expected will take another 2 decades to reach at that level. Will now speed up and accelerate it in a way that probably you could see these changes in next 2-3 years, or maybe earlier than that. Companies have already started working. They have built up the robots basically who are good enough now to take places of the nurses. We all know the scarcity of the hospital staffs in during such situation. Not because we do not have enough. Again, this is not a specific scenario of any country, but the global scenario basically. Everybody is scared of getting in connect with any such infrastructure wherein it is widely impacted by this pandemic. That is where these robots, the companies which have designed these robots, which has already been used in the companies like Japan, China, and getting into US now, and will be taking a battle again in the other countries as it goes further. So right from serving as a nurse, taking a temperature of the patients in the hospitals, or at the gate, keeping an eye at the gate. So basically the watchmen, the guards, and all those manual work which we had in the past, which probably could have been caused more spread of this pandemic, can be replaced by robots and can help us reduce the impact of the pandemic now basically. So just to give you a small example of this, we now will go to any premises, and before entering we will be checked, be it airport, be it school, colleges, or anywhere. We will be checked thoroughly. We have to go through various other checks before we enter those premises, just to avoid the impact or probably spread of the pandemic. That is where robots will play a very larger role here, a very important role here. And since they will be used, it will be all programmed thing. So it will be either yes or no. There won't be any manual intervention, or the least chances of the errors going further. The next is health sensor and apps. That is another field which will grow widely. One of this, you might have already experienced the Arogya Setu app. Now, since government has mandated, I'm talking specifically to India, it has, such apps are there across the globe. Every country has its own, and they are using it widely. And we are expecting that this will go at a next level now going further. These kind of applications will be built up. Some other could be built up, or the upgradation can be done. This is a government app as of now, which all of us are using, and will help to identify the impacted people around us. Now, you all know that the person should be allowed to enter in the premises or not will be decided based on your app, based on what kind of indications your app is giving basically. So it is a kind of, you can say it is a kind of your health monitor. Your health will be monitored through such apps. We had never experienced such thing. We were all using the daily yoga kind of application so far, just to keep a track on of our daily physical exercise, daily yoga and exercise kind of app. Now we are going into the next level, and such application will be in the highly demand, and people will also get a lot of opportunities. So as I said, it will open a lot of opportunities as well. So such applications, such enhancement and upgradation in those applications will take place going further, and it will make it better and accurate as close to the 100% perfection. So right now we are all using this, and it is mandatory that we use it. And it gathers the data by using Bluetooth or various other GPS, that which areas you have visited, how much that area was impacted, whether you had come in the connect with any of the positive patient. Accordingly, your risk increases or decreases, and it gives you the signal of green signal, or various other color coded signals basically, to tell the authorities whether you should be allowed or you should be quarantined. Now, drones. So I am sure that you all must have read the newspapers and seen in the news as well that Maharashtra police widely using drones for various other deliveries, for again keeping in watch on the various impacted areas, basically where a human intervention was very difficult, like slum areas and the areas which has a very narrow entries, the larger number of cops couldn't have entered. So those areas, basically, that is a very small use of drones at this point, and we are expecting this to be used widely going further in future, and it will have larger contribution in the society, in our lives, basically. So right from delivering the things, it could be hospitals. So the hospitals are the bigger infrastructure now. So delivery of various things require a lot of again manual intervention, which will be reduced through these drones, and these drones can be used to give the deliveries from patient to doctors or various we are even expecting this to be used by these e-commerce platforms as well. Either to deliver the food, either to deliver the commodities, or it could be anything for the medical devices, whatever uses we see. In future, we are definitely going to use this widely, and it will again help, since all these are technologies, and reducing the human interaction will help us again combating this COVID situation and reducing the impact of this kind of pandemic, and going further various other impacts. So basically, it is not only talking about this pandemic. This would be a very narrow term. Now it will rather reduce an impact of any kind of situation wherein which was caused through the human interaction, basically. The next is big data and facial recognition. So big data, we all know that the masks have been made mandatory across the globes for us to roam around, to come out of our houses. Now, again, we should not forget that we are still living in the country, we are still living in the world wherein there were various other threats before COVID. Probably, we all have forgotten in the past few weeks or months that there were various other threats we were fighting in the past. Threats like people, threats of crimes, and basically stealing things and various other threats. Basically, those are still existing. Now, with this masked world situation, how are we going to get over it? Okay, it is not going to reduce. Rather, it will have its the next level now coming in with the increased unemployment. If we all know that unemployment is being increased, so countries like India is still able to survive and sustain because we are very immune enough for this COVID, or basically for this kind of pandemic. But again, we are not immune enough economically. If we say we are physically immune enough that we can battle the war against a pandemic, but what about our financial needs? What about our financial situation, economy? How are we going to fight against it? So that will be the next scenario which will come in picture. Now, everybody wearing mask, it will be very difficult for agencies, for the cameras which have been installed, basically to identify people getting involved in any kind of activities. That is where big data and facial recognition technology is expecting to take an edge and come at a next level. So there have been companies who have already announced that they built this kind of facial recognition software, which will help to identify 100% accurately, even if the person is completely masked. So if let's say 95% of people on the roads are wearing masks, how will you get to know that who is who? So to know that, just for those recognition, or if any kind of accident has happened, how will you identify who was involved in that, who was at fault, or various other things? Because all those CCTV footage will have the people masked all over the video footage. So, and which is a legal thing now to do, basically. So that is where these companies, these kind of software, these kind of facial recognition apps will help, to identify, recognize, 100% give accuracy. So probably we are yet to know how will these technologies work, what will be their genes, basically, what will be their modus operandi, how will they operate, and on what basis and what accuracy level they will go up to. But as in when it comes in our lives, we will all be very familiar, like Arogya Setu now. Please stop me wherever you feel that I'm going fast, or probably there is something you want to ask. Please stop me, please interrupt. or probably I can take questions at the end of the session.
Vimal, questions at the end would be much better, because else it would be a chaos.
Okay. That is fine.
And your speed is absolutely bang on. So,
Oh, thank you. So I mean, see,
yeah, okay.
as I told you, I'm very much used to of getting into campuses, taking these seminars. So I go with my flow. Unless people stop me, stop. There are us who are listening, and probably we need to understand. So fine, you stop me wherever you want. I'll stay and then answer your queries. So anyway, we'll take those questions at the end. So right now it is just
Okay.
overview. Basically, we are not getting into technical stuff or just an overview. I'm trying to explain the scenario, what all the technologies basically will take edge in coming future, and how the IT will help combating this pandemic and take us at a next level of safety and next level of survival basically. So these were the few. Now mobile tracking and mass surveillances. This is again not new thing. So all those things which I'm talking about is not new. As I told you, when it was a economic meltdown of 2008-9 or even 2004 dot-com burst and all those situations, so there was nothing which had never been there in the past. But it has emerged it in a way that it took over the entire market, and they opened up a lot of opportunities widely manner for all of us. Okay, and whenever there is a new industry, whenever there is a new field, whenever it comes to the new generation, people like you who is listening to this session. Basically, you all will be the biggest contributor of it, because people who have spent already 20 years in the industry, probably those people are not very adaptive of the changes as of now. Probably they will be in future, they will accept those challenges. But people who are getting into the technology comes up with all new things, all new technologies, and takes the technology at a next level, and probably give something new to the industry. So that is where. So mobile tracking and mass surveillances and all those things have widely used in the past, but now their uses will change. If you see how the government agencies are going to use, how it will be tracked on each one of us, our smartphones, our phone, our data, and everything will be tracked now. Because see, we are all on a track as of now. If you see, you, me, or anybody else for that matter, we do not know when can be picked up and when can our entire the past history will be studied or will be used or will be flashed by the government authorities. That this, so the biggest threat, just to keep it on a light movement, a lot of people got quarantined now, and then they had to reveal their 15 days activity, the previous 15-20 days activities, and there had been various activities which they were not happy to reveal, but then they had to. So this is the way. Now, if going further, such instances happens and people hide any kind of activities, do not reveal that, they do not want world to know, that will somewhere, the accuracy level will go down. So just to improve the accuracy level of, of those, again, the human intervention, so mobile tracking and mass surveillances will help here. So government will not rely on your statement of meeting people or getting into the areas or various other. Instead, they'll have the entire data of, your past 15 days, 20 days, or whatsoever time they decide now going further. It is definitely expected to reduce. So they will have all kind of data, all kind of. So your mobile is on watch. You have, you have opened your Bluetooth. You have you using your GPS. Everything is on watch. Everything is being tracked, and this will be used to read your pattern in the last 15 days and accordingly to take measures to quarantine people, or to reduce impact or spread of impact basically. So again, now with all those, if you see, be it a drones keeping a watch on the situation, be it mobile tracking applications, be it your apps, health safety apps, and various other apps, it by all means we are gathering a lot of data. We as in government agencies or whosoever is the regulatory authorities are gathering a lot of data. There's a lot of data involved in it. And we are revealing a lot of data. Now our personal lives are, every second's activities being watched, tracked, and is in the record somewhere. So there will be, high implications of the data privacy. Now, what to do in such situation when you all know that it could be misused, because there are agencies, there's no 100% security provided so far by the government. So far, whatever the data was there, we all know that if it was being watched, it was being tracked for 100 people. Now it will go beyond 1,000 people. The data will be used. Now this privacy of those data has to be there with the government authorities or with the industry, basically, for that matter. So data privacy will be one of the area wherein every one of us will have to get into, everyone will of us have to contribute. So from the IT perspective, you will have another field to get into, another area to think of, another area to work on, basically the data privacy, the GDPR models and all those models, how we can prevent the misuses of the data. And so is government authorities and IT companies and the big giants are working towards it to mutate the uses of this data and reduce as much as data privacy threats they are getting right now. Okay, so this is another area wherein IT will largely impact the world and will help in the pandemic, basically. This was all more of a technology. How will technology shape up? How will these things are expected to emerge going further and help to reduce the impact of pandemic and take us at a next level and make us ready, basically, to survive and continue our lives as it used to be. I mean, definitely not used to do, but in a different way. Now, coming back to the very important part, how will it impact? For the reason we are all here, and basically our individual, interest behind this session. So, impact on recruitment. We all know that industries are largely impacted with it. Okay. To be precise about the campus model will be the largely impacted model, through this. But it will again be altogether different. You will have experience of completely different era, which your past generations have not ever seen, and that is where you will have edge over it. That you will be probably the first generation or the first batch. I would say the 2021 batch will have. So it will have its cons and as well as the pros. You will also get the benefit of doubt. You will also get the benefit of being the first batch of it, and so depends whether you are getting benefited. You are lucky enough, or probably you are getting again the benefit of wrong doubts. Again, that's how that depends. How do you tackle the situation? How do you make yourself prepare for the upcoming interviews, for the upcoming mode of interviews, upcoming mode of hiring, all those things. So we'll talk more about it here. Okay, on campus model. So far, what we have been experiencing is companies used to come to the premises. They used to conduct larger drives, recruitment drives. They used to flash all over across and various interviews, 1,000 people gathering in the pool campus model as well. So 1,000 various other colleges, 1,000 people gatherings will all go away. Now we cannot expect that 1,000 people gathering. I don't know how much time it will take to get us back there in the situation wherein all those 10 colleges will send their thousands of the students just for a 10 position. So here is an advantage, basically. The pool model will go away. The on-campus is probably expected to reduce in a way, or probably largely impacted now. So it will be more of a virtual interaction. So, and the engagement model will now come in picture. So far also, there have been a lot of companies who were engaging the students, who were engaging the talent, in some or other way. But now it will increase. I'm not sure whether you've heard, a lot of companies have already started doing online internship programs. It was earlier as well there, but then when it, everybody used to look for the in-person internship, in-premises internship, nobody wanted. So just to give you a small example, probably we as a Persistent, as an organization, we had been running various programs like B project activities and various other project activities where you were not allowed to come in premises. You were any which ways given the projects, assigned the topics and everything, given the mentors, and were expected basically to take help through video conferencing, phones, emails, and work on the complete project and deliver it, and then the exhibition part. So it was probably 80-90% is which is expected now. Okay, the lot of companies will now move on such platform of the internship. Now 6 months internships are mandatory in the colleges. How will they go and do the internship? They won't have to. It will be all online. You'll probably get enrolled. So a lot of I've recently heard that various colleges have got who had received their internship offers have now deferred the joining dates, but they are now opening up. They have now started the remote onboarding of their interns, and some are dispatching laptops, or asking them to use their own laptops and computers to start working on those internship models, and they're getting assignments at home only, which was not the scenario earlier. For internship, you were supposed to go to the premises and work whatever the company wanted you to. Now you will get work and the assignment in written, which will, again, it will be a quality of work. Companies will ensure that they're giving you quality of work because they're answerable of everything which is written, which is sent to you on over the mail. So, and the engagement model will increase in a various way, like these kind of sessions. Now it will frequently increase. So the the need of these kind of session have increased, and for you, you will have to accept it in your day-to-day life. Now, a lot of us having a fear of the camera. So till the time we were talking more of the stage fear. Now we'll be talking more of a camera fear. Now there's no stage fear. You don't have to go on stage and address the larger audience. The stage fear, this concept has only become a redundant now, the stage fear concept. Instead, it will be a camera fear. You don't see how many people are listening to you, and you'll be confident enough to speak whatever you want. You just have to get used to of the camera, which is even more easier now, that you'll just have to getting used to of the virtual mode of interaction. As open up, as confident you are on the virtual mode of interaction, you can consider yourself ready for the market now. Because virtual campus connect will take place, onboarding will be done virtually, assignments will be given virtually, even your presentations and everything, post assignments, post internship, all will be done virtually. At least for the next 6 months, and for 2021 batch, it is going to happen for sure. So this batch will have to take it very seriously. The virtual interaction, they have to be very confident enough, because you will have to show that confidence, you will have to show that passion, you will have to show that courage, basically, to come on camera and take it as it is a interaction of face-to-face interaction, basically. So boom, in again online training module. So a lot of us used to do the online trainings even in the past. Now it is expected to increase rapidly. Okay, we all will have to rely on the online training model now. We all will have to start using it widely now. I've heard a lot of schools have started operating in a way that teachers are making videos and uploading it on the portals, and students are going through. So expect your situation. We or you are basically at an engineering level of education, which is expected, basically the last step, or probably just the -1 step in your career you'll go to, and you are all set to enter into the next responsible world, basically, of the jobs and things like that, or entrepreneurship, whatever you take up as a career option going further. Now think about the situation of the students, or probably people, beginners, who have just started their schooling, and they'll have to start from the online videos. They'll never see those classes, they'll never see those teachers. How will it impact them? If they are being ready, why not we will have to think about it, that if the students of the class 1 standard or 2nd standard is going through the online classes and completing all those curriculum activities and delivering it on time, why not we? And we all know that those times have been the very difficult times. The school times have been very difficult times. Then the college times. College time we all enjoy. We are all matured enough to do and confident enough to take our own actions and accept its repercussions. But then in school days, we used to blame everything on the teacher. We used to blame everything on the school. School kharab hai. School is not teaching me. Teacher is not good, and all those things. Now think about the situation. There's no interaction. It's all online. You go to online, study, give your exams, clear it, kind of situation. So this online training things will increase rapidly, and we will all have to take it very seriously, and we'll all have to get into as much as, and it is an open education now for you, open college now for you. The entire internet is open for you. Now you go study whatever you want, as much as you want. Read good things, definitely, which will help you making your future, basically getting placed, getting a good job, and basically and helping you to grow your mind in a way that you are not restricted to a specific area. That is where colleges had a drawback. They used to teach you everything to get you placed. Now it is all up to you, that you prepare yourself not only to get placed, but for the further survival as well, and for the revolution. So you could be the one who can get the revolution in the industry. Where are we heading now? That is the biggest question. All those forums discussed in all those forums, talked about in industry experts in the past, and everybody had given a lot of sessions, lot of predictions. They have declared a lot of announcements have been made by the bigger giants in the market now. So where are we heading? But it is all right now on papers. We are yet to decide how it is going to take place. Whereas TCS have already announced that TCS is a 4.5 lakh employed organization. They have already announced that the 75% of their employees is going to work from home for future, for the entire future, or probably next couple of years. They have already by 2025 is what is they have made an announcement of. Now think about the situation: the 3 lakhs of the employee working from home or from the one company only. Think about the situation. How will it impact, on the entire industry? Infosys has already, resumed operations with 33% only. They're struggling. They're still struggling. They're still not getting those 33% in their premises. There are hardly people going to offices. But at the same time, these companies are able to perform their operation as expected. HCL has announced 50% of their employees working from home even after lockdown. So I'm talking about all those big giants, basically, which has the larger footprints in the market and engaging and employing the larger workforce, which has a power of changing the entire landscape of this industry. Okay, that is where these companies come in picture, because HCL is again 1.5 lakh employed organization, Infosys 3.5, 4.5 lakhs TCS. So overall, you see like 20 lakhs employed organization are like top 5 giants. If you pick up, they are employing like 20 lakhs of the employees across the globe. So it's a bigger number. Now, if they are taking such measures, if they are making such announcements that people will continue work from home, so you can expect that things will not be as it used to be in the past, but it is even going to be better. We as an organization or various other organizations have moved completely 100% work from home situation, remote working situation, and they're all doing it well. So just to tell you now, whatever has changed is now my office cubicle has gone away from my life. Instead, I have got my home cubicle, a home corner, basically my work corner, or it is everyone's life. For the students, their class benches have gone away from their lives, and it has been replaced by probably their beds, probably their chair table, whatever arrangements they have made at their home and at their own corners. Basically, that is their college, that is their schools, that is their classrooms, and the classrooms of all the subjects, basically. So it has changed. It has taken altogether a new shape in our lives, and we are all settling down gradually in this. And over the period, we will all get used to of it, and will stop our grip about all those situations which we had been doing from last 2 months, 2.5 months. A lot of us are dying to go to office or colleges. We all know. I mean, everybody misses their college. The people even used to go to colleges on Sunday, irrespective whether they go to college on Monday or not, but Saturday, Sunday, they used to go to the colleges. Now, those, things will come, will definitely go away. You'll probably be doing everything at homes, or probably expected to do everything at maximum things virtually in the coming future, till the time everything is controlled, which is expected to take a lot of time. Now, the second repercussion is job losses and pay cuts. So yes, that is a very true figure, true facts. Basically, it is going to happen because it has impacted the industry. It has definitely impacted widely. If I talk only about one country, which is the United States, has registered 10 million unemployment as seen in the month of March only, when this lockdown began. All this entire things were drastically going in a very negative way. It was the beginning of the era, and that is where they had registered 10 million. Now that the figures have gone way much up, which is yet to be published by the countries. Okay, 2.7 billion workers, from the global workforce, basically, is going to get impacted through this situation. But when I say going to get impacted, is not going to lose their jobs completely, but they will be taking up something else. They will be getting into something else. They will there will be various other, few gates will be closed and few will be opened. Few new areas will be opened. As I explained in my previous slides, there are opportunities opening up. The wider demand of those technologies will open up a new gates, will open up a new era for these students, basically.
Vimal, you went on mute.
Is it just now I went on mute? Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's only 10 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Fine. I'm so sorry. So that's what. So I was talking about, the various areas, basically various industries, which is largely impacted. So IT is definitely the least impacted industry, if I talk about. So those figures which I gave you on top is like 10 million people getting registering for unemployment, and worldwide 2.7 billion, and all those figures is definitely not from IT only. Is like it has only probably a single digit or the least impact on this industry. Whether other industries like hospitality has taken a biggest hit probably in this situation. Manufacturing is another industry which has been severely hit by this situation. Travel and tourism, retail. So all those industries basically have taken a larger hit than the technology industry. Technology industry basically are at edge. If I talk about it, definitely has some or other impact, because those were the core areas. Those were the areas where IT were acting as an enabling function for those core areas. But it will help those segments to now reestablish, stand again in the market, and survive going further with the help of technology. So it has impacted in a negative way, but again, it is expected to reshape itself and help other industries to grow and sustain in the business model. Annual increment, promotion, and salary reviews. This is basically, has impacted all of us in the industry now, be it any industry, because companies are provisioning. It is not because companies are going into losses. Unlike the other industries, aviation industry, or probably the hospitality industry, travel and tourism industry, they are making losses definitely. But the IT so far has not witnessed the bigger losses by any organization. They have not revealed any such numbers. They have all declared their results in the month of April, May, a delayed result, but everybody has shown some or other profit only. They have not registered any losses. So overall, if you see, so they are still able to sustain through. They're still able, but they're all making a provisions and probably investing more on the new setups, and moving everyone remote has taken a lot of infrastructure expenses. But it will also impact in a different way, that companies will have larger cash reserves, since they are going to reduce the impact of the reduce the use of their infrastructure. So they'll have larger cash reserves and all those things. So it will be even in a better situation now. But at this point, yes, everybody is taking such measures to help and sustain in the businesses now. What will be the way forward? So that is the bigger question. The impact we have all talked about, how it is going to impact, what will happen, and how it has impacted, and how things are changing. Now, what to do? That is the major question. That is the bigger question. Now, just to make it precise to all of you only, all of the students for this, you will have to work in the redesigning and remodeling the workforce, because that will be completely new era you are getting into. That will be completely the new world you will be getting into post lockdowns, or probably after things get little on control. It is not going to be same as it used to be earlier, before COVID. Okay, business strategies, demand, and everything will change. So accordingly, you will have to shape yourself. So learning one thing, whatever you have learned one thing so far, we used to believe that whatever we are learning, we will make our future into that. Now we'll have to accept that, learn, unlearn, and relearn. So whatever you are learning, be ready to use it. If it becomes redundant, unlearn it. Again, whatever new comes in your plate, relearn it. So that is what is expected from the industry as well. So there are a lot of people who were working on various things now, which has completely shut down those industries. Now they'll have to completely unlearn their work, their skills, their everything, and relearn whatever the new ways of coming. They'll probably get into these industries. They'll probably get into the industries which are now taking place, which are now shaping up, all those industries. So that is very much expected from the students as well. Since you will be the next workforce, and nobody is going to take your job for sure, because the bottom line is most important for any organization. They cannot grow without the bottom line. So they will be continuing the hiring, and hiring will go on even for the 2021 batches. How much impact on the numbers it will have, that we are yet to figure out, but then it is going to happen. And most of the 2020 batches were already placed, and they were expecting their the joining dates and all, which has been deferred. But over the period, it will, we are all expecting like by July, August, it will all be on paper that clears when are they supposed to join, or they're going to join remotely. A lot of companies have already started onboarding remotely, including Persistent as well. So we have already started honoring our campus offers, and remote onboarding has been started, preparing for the remote onboarding, procurement of those assets to be delivered to the students. Now, for a student, it will be altogether new experience that they are joining the organization, getting inducted in the organization by sitting at home. Okay, so companies are getting ready for it. So you'll also have to get ready. You'll also have to, because so far we were very used to of asking questions in person, and then we were not very much opened up during the online sessions, during the video conferencing, because of the fear of, again, the similar fear which we had in the gatherings. Like, if I ask this question in front of 1,000 people, what will they think about me? Is the similar fear here at the virtual session, that if I ask this question, or during the induction, if I ask something, or during my training sessions or internship, if I ask something, no, you will have to get away from it. Because this will be the only time when you'll be live, when you'll be talking to people, so you cannot just come out of your class and ask your teacher, okay, I had this doubt, but I did not ask in the class. No, this will be the online session, and that is where you'll have all your opportunities to clear your doubt, and you'll have to accept it in a way. So learning from this to learning anything, you should be ready of. Then organizations are expected to cut down the traditional roles. So there were various traditional roles which now will be cut down. But at the same time, the new roles, this remote working will require a lot of infrastructural support. So those will be the new roles which will pop up in the industry, which will open up a lot of opportunities for the students to take place, to grab those opportunities. You'll have to be ready for such roles, not only asking about the roles of being a developer sitting at home and coding. Instead, you could be the IT support guy, which will be the largely in the demand going further. IT support, help desk, and various other kind of jobs will emerge and will take on completely in the industry, and will be the larger workforce of the industry due to this changing environment. So this is, in short, is expected from all of you. And this virtual conference, which I talked about, is one word answer for all of you to get ready for the virtual world, get ready for this situation, that you will be doing everything, joining to working to hire to retire, everything virtually. We know we all are expecting for the better future. Definitely, if it shapes up well, we will be back to our regular way of working as we used to do, and we are all hopeful for that. So with this, I will put a pause here, and we'll open up for the question and answers, and if you have.
Okay, thanks a lot, Vimal. That was an excellent insight. Before we open up for the question and answers, I'm taking up the space for the sake of just mentioning that what we at S2P have been doing in the last 2 months. Whatever you have said, right? We have implemented most of the things here. The very important thing which I would like to point out is that in last 2 months, right, one of my interns, Joy, right, he has developed a nice online training platform. Right, it's still in the beta phase as of now.
Okay.
Right, but he's a final year guy and he's doing excellent. Right, so that is one thing which I wanted to point out. Second thing was that, as you mentioned, healthcare industry would prop up.
Yeah.
Right. We had Nisarg and Prateek. These guys developed one app for, it was a very small app, right? But even that contributed, right? They
Okay.
developed
Yeah,
it for,
that's what. So
say,
everything
safety.
starts with a small only, and that. So there is nothing
Yes,
small
yes,
as
it
such.
starts with small.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So they did an app for safety measures,
Mhm.
right? We have few guys working on e-commerce things. One more important thing is that one of my teams, and when I'm talking about teams, I'm just saying these are either third year guys or final year guys. So they are making different videos uh, to help others for programming. So one of these, and all of them, they are working remotely. Few stay in Karmeshwar, few stay in Katol, some in Sauner, right? But these guys are working and they are using technology very, I mean, in a very excellent way, which
Correct.
I wanted just to say notify. And on looking at your presentation deck, it just came to my mind that it is worth noting about the internships. These guys, I mean, I've been getting ample enough projects, and I've been lucky enough to put these guys in different projects. And you won't believe that even I did not expect, but the outcome which is coming from these guys, it is excellent. And one of the camera shy guy is me. And you would see that I did not start my video. I'm still camera shy. But I have started taking online training. I was very skeptical about online trainings, very, very skeptical. But in last 1 month or so, what I have found is that each of, say, each of the attendees is full of attention. I mean, he or she listens so carefully. There is no noise in your class. So something that has transformed me as well in last month or so.
Right, definitely. So
Right.
I'll tell you the very easier way of it, Gandhar. I mean, now if I don't know whether I am the only person who have experience or all of you, it's not only our professional thing, it's our personals as well. So a lot of my friends, a lot of colleagues, family, and everyone, we never used to go, went on the video calls so far before this lockdown. Post lockdown, we have all started experiencing the frequency of video calls have increased widely. So that is a very, a small thing. And now we are getting used to of these video calls anytime at any place. We are good to take the video call, accept the video calls immediately, be it a WhatsApp call, Facebook call, or whatsoever. We are accepting, we are talking, going ahead. Whereas just 4 months back situation, if I think of, people used to get ready for the video call. People used to prepare for the video call. Okay, I'll have to prepare. There has to be a video conferencing. There has to be something like that. Now it is getting a very day-to-day life thing. You get up and take a video call. You're all set, to do that because it has become part of your lives. So ultimately, everybody will have to use the technology in a way that it helps them, even in the personal and professional, both the lives. They have to just take it very easy and living with it.
Very, very true. That's very
Yeah.
true. I mean, I have changed myself transforming. I have seen my interns transforming. They have been working almost from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening, right? And they are ready. I get tired, but those guys are ready. So that is something excellent which I have seen.
That's really great to
And
hear. That's really great to hear. I know that this batch or probably the student, the segment has prepared themselves. I'm sure professionals are, but this segment has to be prepared for sure because they are the one who's going to be the future. Okay, they are the one who is going to face this in a big time because everybody else, it's a company's responsibility to move them remote, make them work, train them, and all those things. But this is the segment which have to work by themselves. Okay, to 80%, 70%. Not sure how much colleges are equipped to provide them the infrastructure to study from home type, but they'll have to put in their own effort. They'll have to take an extra effort to make themselves ready for the market.
true, very true. That's really, really very true.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing those transformations happening. I mean, I'm having that first hand experience, though my scope
Definitely,
is small, but I mean, everyone is changing and I'm getting excellent output out of it. So this is one of the positivities that we can take forward. And I'm very sure that if you are skilled enough, opportunities would surely come by.
100%, 100%. So
Timing.
there was a point, which I was talking to Gandhar before this presentation, that what do you want me to cover here? So basically, then we
Yes.
discussed and we decided that we'll leave it a very open, discussion kind of thing. So that is where I did not pick up a very specific technology which you need to prepare, because I'm sure, Gandhar, your college placement agencies and your professors are skilled enough to tell you what technologies, what skills you need to learn at this point, right? If you have
Right.
a question like, what do I learn? What do I study? So all those basic questions can be taken up by them. They are all skilled enough to answer those questions. I wanted to give you the industry overview. Basically, how is industry shaping? How is technology helping? How is how can we see the future going forward? That is where I made it a very wide and open-ended discussion.
No, the points which you covered, I mean, they really are insightful and they really are helpful. Right.
Yeah.
So let's open this thing for questions, guys. You can ask your questions on the chat window, so that Vimal would be able to see them clearly and he would be able to answer.
I
Right
can
there, Vimal, you could see that chat window.
Yes.
That
I can see there are 7,
Yes.
8 messages. Okay. So I'm all on
Okay.
the chat.
Yes. So anyone having any questions, feel free to ask. He's a very jolly guy. He would answer you.
Definitely. So that's what I said. Okay, until you get probably take it as an exercise for yourself. Okay, considering that you're sitting in an interview and you have a question, basically, how would you go ahead? Probably would it have been your first interview? Would have and you come with a fear and you fail it. Instead, you rather ask it here and then get away from your fear and make yourself used to. So be it an interview, be it an interaction with an organization, or anything you cannot. Will the requirement, so Joy has asked a question, will the requirement change for hiring? I don't think so that immediately it is going to change. When I say requirement, as in the companies still need a person, an IT guy who is good enough with one programming languages, one operating system, their coding techniques, and the basic insights of the computer science fundamentals. That's about it. They do not want someone who can build an Apple tonight and give it to them. They will be the entrepreneurs. So you don't worry about the company's requirement. That is going to remain, at least for now. It will be same. But yes, having an edge over the new technologies, having a knowledge of those new technologies, AI, ML, we are all talking about. So all this is the base, will definitely help you to get edge over the other students, people who are just studying the fundamentals or the college curriculum. However, your college curriculum, university curriculum, or the academic curriculum is enough to get you placed. No company expect, at least in India, whatever companies come to the campuses, none of them are coming with the specific hiring needs, as in they need an AI expert or the ML architect kind of requirement. So they all need a simple CS graduate, a computer science or IT graduate, who are good with their fundamentals and the hands-on coding. And the languages,
yes, that is very true.
Yeah, and the languages you can choose by yourself. So a lot of people from S2P only, in the past, we have interviewed and they have got placed. A lot of your alumni have placed. I'm sure Gandhar will help you with those names. You are working with Persistent, whom I only have got them processed, got them interviewed, and they have done extremely well during the interviews, and they're still working with Persistent and the various other companies, what I know. So it is only the the technology, the basic coding skills, the fundamentals has to be very clear.
Very true. Very true. Anybody else? Anyone wants to ask any question? Please ask. Vimal, the guy Joy who asked this question, I was talking about him, that he has been instrumental in developing that code execution platform.
That's really great to hear, Joy, and congratulations on being a volunteer and the first one to come up with such kind of things. And I wish you all the best for your future. And trust me, you'll have a bright one. everyone who who has taken a courage and who is courageous enough basically to do something during their educations and have built up such a useful thing while they're studying, definitely can expect a brighter future. Because when you sit in an interview and talk about your achievements, talk about your work which you have done in the past in any interview, no company is going to reject you, no company is going to deny your value on table. So they all are expecting, any companies even coming with one requirement, they might hire you, or people like you who have already done a lot of things in their career. So keep up the good work.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Anybody else who wishes to ask?
They're thinking, okay, is there any scope of cybersecurity? Yes, definitely. That's the market. That's what I covered in our data privacy, the cybersecurity, because things are going to be online, and that is a bigger scope. So, whatever if the cybersecurity used to be at 5% of the industry contribution so far, you can expect it to increase rapidly up to 15%, not the 20%. So if the demand was for the 5 people, it can go up to 15 to 20 people in each of the smaller or the bigger setup for now. So it definitely will get edge. People having a knowledge of the cybersecurity or being an expert in the cybersecurity, right from private organization to the government agencies, everybody will look for such experts. So definitely, that's the career option and the future career option, I would say.
Good question, Parth.
Yeah.
Even
Because
Parth is
cyber threat
working
is
on
cyber
one of
threat.
the e-com portals for us.
Oh,
Even
great!
Parth
Great.
is working on one of the e-com portals for us. So
I see. I see you are building entrepreneurs, Kandar. You're not building employees for the company. These people are building their own apps, and they're going to be the future Steve Jobs. So you're building entrepreneurs.
uh, so I'll that's good.
Yeah, yeah, obviously. So and so our prime minister has already asked people to be Atmanirbhar. So you all will have to be. So don't rely on only job that company will come and I'll get placed and then only I'll start my career. You can start in various ways now. The freelancing is another career option now. You see, the freelancing is expected to increase like anything in the coming years. Okay, because one of the mode organization have shifted to is the freelance hiring basically, or freelance engagement, because nobody wants to increase the strength or the liability on their bench as of now. So they're all just looking for someone who can get their work done and deliver. That's it. So it could be 3 months freelancing job, it could be 5 months freelancing job, or it could be an app building freelancing job. You build their app, deliver it, and give it, go away type. So that is one of the area which will open up largely in the coming years.
True.
So take up an assignment wherever you can take from and get yourself engaged, get yourself skilled to deliver that.
Vimal, I think we have 2 questions, 2 more.
Oh, just a minute. I'll have to
You need to
scroll
scroll.
Yeah, I saw that. So how would the recruitment process be affected by COVID-19? Like, will there be a decrease in the number of candidates to be recruited by IT firms? So see, this is a very straight question about the number. So numbers, if I tell you, it won't be very much decreased, but yes, the demand of different skills will increase. Okay, demand of skill. Now see, as in when company used to come to hire 100 people from one college. Okay, that kind of situation will go away now. Okay, they probably not come up with 100 hires at one go if the company needs 100 people, because they know that I just have to flash the news, people will come online, so interviews will be done. So all those logistical challenges have removed. Okay, I can get anybody interviewed immediately in next half an hour or 45 minutes just by giving him the notice that I want you to interview, get ready, sending you the WebEx link, sending you the Skype link. Okay, so those kind of logistical, where setting up a drive in the college to hire 10 people on next Saturday kind of situation will go away. Okay, so it cannot come in one go. If I talk about, so 100 requirements may not come in one go. It can be 10 in one go, and then 10, and then 10. So demand-based hiring will take place now in future. But some or other, yeah, it will definitely have some impact on that. So that is where I said, so freelancing is the one another career option. The taking up the projects and assignment is the another career option. You could engage yourself in a various other ways instead of waiting for companies to come and hire you.
Okay.
Can you give a chance of virtual
Listen,
interviews? Can this give a chance of virtual interviews? Definitely. So this will give you a chance of virtual. Don't chance. This will be the only option. Okay, virtual interviews are going to take place. At least for this batch, if you are from the 2021 batch, get yourself ready completely, Monica. 100% ready. Keep your makeup on always. You'll have to get on the camera and give the interviews and clear it. So you don't have to worry about it. All of us will have to be ready with everything. Okay, anytime that you'll have to come on camera and give the interview. And it has to be virtual. It has to be video interviews because companies will not take the audio interviews that somebody talking from the other end, because we don't know that will increase a lot of fraudulent activities. So to avoid that, companies will emphasize on the video conferencing only. So all of you must have to be very camera friendly now, and girls are, so don't worry.
yes.
You have edge here.
Vimal, even you remember, Parikshit Umre,
Yeah.
his
Yes,
product in Ubotex, I think
correct.
his product can get a big boom this time.
Yeah, definitely. So Parikshit, not only Parikshit Umre, and there are hundreds of the projects. Basically, we have evaluated. There are hundreds of the products we have evaluated in the past for the online
Very true.
evaluation platform. Okay, all those will now
Very true. Very true.
take up the industry, and so online interviewing, online assessments, and everything will go on boom for sure. Because those interviewers will go away
Surely.
from the picture, right? Interviewers traveling to colleges, taking face-to-face interviews, and all those things will go away. And the bigger problem, which we as an organization were facing using such platforms, were that people were asking to get into in-person interviews with by giving reason that I'm not very comfortable, coming on camera and giving interviews to to a robot. Now they don't have any option.
Right.
So definitely,
That's
yeah,
true.
and people used to give a lot of excuses now. I have network issue, I have bandwidth issue, my net is not working fine, I stay in a remote area with not very good connectivity. All those excuses will go away. Get yourself equipped enough, for the IT infrastructure. You probably a small IT room in your organization. There should be a ready always for everyone.
Yes, very true. In fact, what you highlighted just now, we had faced this when we were developing that Corona safety app, and Nisarg was very instrumental in that. He worked in closely with Shakal, and we did that. Shakal just gave us a problem statement,
Okay.
right, and we just gave him an app, so he was pretty happy about it.
Shakal is very active in all those things. So he had recently,
Yes, he was very active.
I guess, had recorded his video of kids exercise and had put it on YouTube. I saw that very innovative way of engaging people now. So it's a very small thing, but a very innovative way of engaging. Very innovative of letting people know how you can get into those things. So it could be a smaller contribution, but as you do, it becomes a big contribution in someone's life.
True, very true. So, anybody else? Anyone wishes to ask a question? Well, even Monica is younger sister of Pratibha Dolwani, one of my very first.
I know. Pratibha from JIT, right?
JIT, yeah.
Yeah.
She is younger sister of Pratibha.
Yeah, I missed getting into her wedding. I guess she got married few sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember. Yes, she's still with Persistent. So I was traveling at that time somewhere, and so I missed that wedding. So hi, Monica.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Okay. Okay. So, any more questions, guys?
I guess
Okay,
no.
I think
They're done with listening
yeah,
to me for 1 hour, more
done
than
with
1 hour
listening.
now. Now they want to go on Netflix and chill. And it's Saturday anyway. It's going to be the weekend. This weekend culture I'm just scared of this weekend culture will now go away. So earlier videos, if you're
Oh
not in
yes.
office, yes, you're not in office, you're not in office. Now you are in 24 hours office. You are equipped enough to work. You cannot just say no to anything. My boss calls me on Saturday and says, you have to do this. I have to do this. I cannot say, okay, it's not. I have laptop, I have internet connection, I have everything so good enough to start that. That weekend culture will go away. And that is where you are listening to me on the Saturday evening, wherein you would have gone to party or probably were enjoying with your friends right now.
One better part about it is you can have your beer just beside your laptop.
Obviously, and nobody will see you. Nobody will see you.
And nobody will see you.
Yeah, and
Just
nobody
keep
would
it away
mind.
from camera.
Yeah, nobody would mind
And nobody would mind. Yes.
unless you speak it up. So that's
Oh
what.
yes.
So I mean, it will change. It will change your lifestyle completely. In a way. So everything it is a part of your life now.
Surely
So
it's gonna.
sometimes back, the Jeff Bezos, the Amazon CEO, he said, the work-life balance is a very outdated concept. You should be throwing out from your window now. Okay, so that is now getting work-life balance. Instead, it will be work in your life, everyday's life. Okay, it will be your.
Yes.
It cannot be work-life balance. Rather, it will be work in your life, and you'll have to enjoy working while living. So, your 24 hours life is your work. You get in your work, complete it, you live while working. Okay, it is not 8 to 5 job now that you'll have to be in the office premises 8 to 5. If you want to take your kids to school, if you want to go, with a friend, just to chit chat for a hour, you do it during working hours. Nobody is seeing you as long as you're delivering your work. And even if you're submitting something at not instead of 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the night, nobody is going to ask you anything unless you have the time deliveries. Okay. So it is work in your life and life in your work.
Yes. Again, very true. Okay, I guess Vimal, I think there are no more questions. I guess we can conclude. So
All right.
just a small vote of thanks. I would really like to thank you for coming to and talking to our students. Right? These guys really need guidance from somebody like you.
And
And
anytime,
this such kind of
anytime
guidance is
on.
very helpful.
No
And
problem.
thanks to students as well for attending. Right. And you have been our workforce, and it's your bright future that even we are looking into. Right. And even Vimal would look to hire it too.
100%, 100%.
So
I'll do my level best to engage you wherever I can.
surely. Okay then, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Vimal, again.
Thanks, Ganda. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Hope to
Thanks,
catch you
Madhav.
soon.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as the government allows to meet.
Oh yes.
I will come. Okay. All
Okay.
right. All right, everyone. Thank you
See
so
you
much.
guys.
Enjoy your evening. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye.